Yo, I'd been crushing on Helen for a solid 12 years, dude. After her 21st birthday bash, she straight up hated my guts for 6 long years. It wasn't until some truck barreled by that she finally got rid of me for good. When I woke up again, bam, I'd been reborn right on the day of her 21st birthday. I decided to bounce, to run away. This time, I was gonna let her go and let myself go too, you know? Chapter 1. Augustine, get your ass over to Helen's house. She just had a massive blowout with her parents at her birthday party and now she's chucking shit around like crazy. The voice on the other end of the phone was pure chaos. My mom blurted these words super quick and hung up. I'd been reborn smack on the day of Helen's 21st birthday. I'd been tangled up with Helen for 12 damn years. And after today, she was gonna start hating me. But luckily, nothing had kicked off yet. I grabbed my phone, scrolled through the school group chat, and found Helen's crush. Typed, Helen is at home fighting with her parents. Go check on her bro. After hitting send, I breathed a huge sigh of relief. The memories from my past life came flooding back like a tidal wave. My mom and Helen's mom were tight as hell. I was a year older than Helen and we'd grown up together, being super close buddies. In my past life, I'd gotten that same call from my mom and rushed over, just in time to bump into Helen bolting out the door. She looked like she'd knocked back a few, eyes all red, yelling for me to take her home. Once we got there, she begged me to stick around and keep her company a bit longer. I stayed, we drank some more, even though the booze hit us hard that night. Neither of us could hold our liquor, but we both ended up blacked out anyway. But the next day, boom, it was all over the school news wall that I'd snatched Helen from her birthday party and spent the whole night with her. There was even a video of me helping her into the elevator, into the room, and never coming out. Helen was the school's total babe, and the rumors went wild. Even though the posts got deleted, people's gossip wouldn't quit. Let's get engaged. That's what Helen said to me. I still remember that day. She was in this white dress, head down, saying those words, hands clenched tight. Everybody around us knew I was head over heels for Helen. It was only natural we got engaged. I was stoked with Helen's vibe. We were getting married, and there'd be endless days ahead to chill together. I'd love her, protect her, never let her be sad or cry again. Back then, I felt like the luckiest dude on the planet. Chapter 2. At the engagement banquet, this dude who looked kind of familiar strolled in through the door of the banquet hall. Helen's eyes locked on him hard. After the party wrapped, I found Helen hiding in the makeup room, wiping tears. Helen, do you have someone you like? You've gotten what you wanted, so stop worrying about me. Her gaze was ice cold as she spat it out, straight up accusing me of ripping her away from her lover. But for the past 3 years, I'd never heard she liked anybody, nor that she was dating someone. Even though I loved Helen deep, I never planned to force her into marrying me. Plus, nothing had gone down between us that night. Helen, if you don't want this, I'll talk my parents into calling off the engagement. Stop pretending. You and your family can set the wedding date. Helen shot me a death glare, stood up, and bounced. From that moment, she kicked off her 6-year hate fest toward me. The phone on the table rang again, snapping me out of my thoughts. It was my mom. Didn't I tell you to come? Why is that guy here instead? Now Helen's run off with him. Your aunt is so pissed she can barely stand. Mom, Helen likes him. Of course she'd want to see him at a time like this. But didn't you always? Love is something you can't force, yo. I'll head over now and take Aunt to the hospital for a checkup. That'll be more reassuring. I hung up and headed to the in-family's house. This time, I wasn't taking Helen in away, so nothing like the previous life would happen again. Even if it did, the dude was the one she liked, so it'd at least be a win-win sitch. Before I knew it, I'd pulled up at the in-family's crib. Some guests who'd come to congratulate were still hanging, consoling Helen's parents. I had to bury my feels, help my mom send off the guests, then take Aunt to the nearby hospital. After finally sorting everything, I got home and it was already past midnight. Chapter 3. Rubbing my temples, I walked into my bedroom and immediately spotted the photo album on the bookshelf. Even after all these years, just one glance made me want to grab it. Every pic inside was tied to Helen. I flipped it open. The first page was our very first photo together. That was when I met her at 10. We were standing under a peach blossom tree, she was beaming at me, and I was plucking a petal from her hair. At the bottom, there was a date, time, and some childish pencil scribble, "I like you." I still remember Helen's reaction when she saw this album crystal clear. It was our second year of marriage. By then, she didn't keep that cold face toward me like at the start. Sometimes we'd chill on the sofa together, watching an old flick. Until the day she opened this album. "Augustine, so this was all part of your plan? You're disgusting." She slammed the door and peaced out, and our vibe froze again. What the hell had I done wrong? That photo was from when I was just 10, showing my purest crush on her. How did anything in it make her feel disgusted? Later, I found out Helen's hate for me was 'cause her lover stirred the pot. Finally, I got why Helen hated me, but I never got the chance to explain, or rather, she didn't want to hear a damn word. I thought about asking for a divorce, but then the family's cash flow crashed. Divorcing then would have been kicking them when they're down. I couldn't be that kinda asshole, and I couldn't let Helen face the mess alone. After helping the family through the crisis, I never brought up divorce again. Besides seeing the elders, Helen never came home. We'd become total strangers under the same roof. The love I dreamed of had turned into a straight business marriage. For a while, I even thought maybe this was it with her. Perhaps we'd grow old together in some way. Until that dude showed up by Helen's side again. By then, Helen was a big shot in the family, and our relationship didn't affect business coup anymore. But clearly that guy was right. Helen still dug him. In a pic a friend sent, the dude was fixing her messy hair, and she was looking up at him, smiling. It was just like the first time I met her. Let's get a divorce. After 6 years, I was wiped out. Since the guy she liked was back, I'd let her be with him. At least one of us could snag some happiness. "What are you trying to do now?" The voice on the other end was cold as ever. The two companies had a new partnership recently. I figured she was worried I'd use the divorce to screw the contract. It won't affect the cooperation. I thought for a sec and added, "Let's meet in person to discuss." I didn't call a driver. I drove myself to her company. But in the end, I never made it. When the big truck came at me, I saw a bunch of kids on the sidewalk. I couldn't dodge them, so I didn't swerve. The car, along with me, smashed into the truck, shattering everything. Chapter 4. August, thank you for taking care of my parents. It was a text from Helen. I frowned. Shouldn't she be with her lover right now? Well, if that incident in the previous life was set up by that dude, then of course he wouldn't jump into the trap himself. But at this point, I couldn't be bothered to mess with their drama anymore. I closed the chat with Helen and casually unpinned her convo. Just then, another message popped up. "Augustine, I want to start a business. Would you do it with me?" The text was from Diego, one of my childhood brothers. I paused, then remembered Diego asked me the same thing in the previous life. Back then, I was totally zoned out, dealing with deleting videos, handling rumors, then getting swamped with the engagement, so that convo just died. Thinking about it, I shot back quick, "Sure, let's go tomorrow." Diego on the other end clearly didn't react fast. Before starting a business, we gotta do some research first. We can't just stay local. How is that starting a business? Got it. If I'm rolling with Augustine, we'll definitely eat good. After chatting more about our ideas, I started packing my bags. As I stood up, the photo album on my lap dropped to the floor. After thinking for a beat, I chucked it into the trash can by the desk. The next day, after telling my parents, I bounced with Diego to S City. Leaving here was for the biz, and also to get away from Helen for a bit. This time, everything between me and Helen ended right here, and that was enough. I wouldn't bug her anymore, nor waste more time and energy on this shit. When we hit S City, it didn't take long for Diego and me to spot a dope business opportunity. Thanks to past life experience, I knew exactly what would make bank now. "Bro, we got everything ready, we just need the funds." Diego scratched his head. Could we really gotta go back and beg our parents for cash? Just then Diego's phone rang. "Hey, Helen's calling me, she must be looking for you." He raised an eyebrow and nudged me before picking up. "If she asks about me, just say you don't know where I am," I added. Diego paused but didn't say more. He just rolled with it. You still like her, don't you? Diego looked at me confused. She's got someone she likes now. Do you think I'm the type to break up a couple? I stood up and patted Diego on the shoulder. I'm gonna wash up first. Diego didn't say shit else after that. But out of the corner of my eye, I saw him damn near burn a hole in the screen texting in the group chat. I couldn't help but smile helplessly. Well, that was cool too. Chapter 5. After a chill night's sleep, Diego woke me up at 7 a.m. Bro, someone's willing to invest in us. The investor was Diego's classmate. We met him at a tea house to talk. My dad wants me to start a business, but I'm scared I'll tank the family fortune. I think you two are more solid than me. Amanda, in jeans and a white t-shirt, looked like she just rolled out of bed and dashed over. Amanda's dad adored her, spoiled her rotten, and was grooming her as the heir. But now, it seemed Amanda just wanted to take it easy. Don't worry, if you're with Augustine, you'll eat good. Diego cheerfully passed tea and water. With Amanda's cash, we solved the money problem. Augustine, the clothes you picked are a bit too low-key. Amanda spent time advising Diego on his fit, picking the right threads, then turned to me. Today we were hitting an industry gathering. I checked myself in the mirror. I was in a sharp suit, looking clean, tie knotted perfect. I don't see a problem. We're a team of 3, get it? Amanda tossed something down from upstairs. I caught it. It was a tie matching her dress color. Since Amanda was our investor, I had no reason to say no. As I was tying it, the other 2 came down. Diego in a white suit with a tie matching Amanda's. Those 2 really looked like a perfect match, I thought. Not bad at all. Now the 3 of us look like we could be secret agents, yo. Diego walked over, raised an eyebrow, and pretended to hold a gun. Just you? A secret agent? What's wrong with that? Isn't that how they do it in the movies? Watching Diego and Amanda bicker, I couldn't help but chill and smile. This life wasn't bad at all. Though Amanda was the investor, she still tagged along. She was sharp as hell, picked stuff up quick, and dropped some killer suggestions that blew me away. No wonder her dad wanted her to go out and hustle. With a brain like hers, she could crush anything. At the industry event, we showed up as ourselves, not as our parents' kids like usual. The 3 of us were a little nervous. Chapter 6. What I didn't expect, though, was running into Helen here. After all, it had been nearly 20 years since I first met her, and when I spotted a figure in the distance, I knew it was her. But the person next to her wasn't her boo. Maybe feeling my stare, Helen looked over. August. Her eyes lit up, like she was a bit shocked. She let go of the arm she was holding, lifted her skirt, and walked toward me. This kinda dazed me. The old Helen always acted like a proud princess around me. In the previous life, it was always me chasing her. When she was in a good mood, she'd call me August, but when not, just a slight nod. Seeing her walk to me with a smile in her eyes was rare as hell after so many years. Helen reached out right away to link arms with mine. I instinctively stepped aside, dodging her. Her face froze, like she didn't expect that. When she looked at me again, her eyes were a bit red. Hi, Helen. Diego, sensing the awkward vibe, stepped up to greet her. He and I were always tight, so he called her Helen too. Helen ignored Diego and kept staring at me like before. Helen, is there something you need? I sighed inside, not wanting it to get too tense, so I asked. Hearing my voice, Helen stepped back, putting space. August, could you come back and marry me? When those words dropped, not only was I stunned, but Diego next to me froze in shock. What the hell was Helen doing? In the previous life, I desperately wanted to marry her, and she hated me for it. In this life, I'd let her be with her dude, and now she's saying she wants to marry me? Don't you already have someone you like? I said calm, and I was kinda surprised that when Helen mentioned marriage, my heart didn't skip a beat. Turns out I really didn't like her anymore. No, it's not like that, he's just... Helen stammered. Have you seen my brooch? Right then, a familiar voice called. It was Amanda, finishing chatting with 2 peeps, walking toward Diego and me, holding her skirt. Helen's face stiffened a bit. Her eyes went from me to Amanda, then from Amanda's face to my tie. Who is this? Amanda naturally spotted Helen in front of me and flashed a bright smile. She's the daughter of a close friend of my mother's, Helen. I turned to answer Amanda, then added, "Didn't you wear your brooch when you went out?" Amanda rolled her eyes at me, then reached out to Helen. "Hello, Helen. I'm Amanda, their boss." "Shut up. Do you even know what a partner is?" Diego tossed in a sarcastic jab, making Amanda want to smack him. Helen then looked back at Diego's tie, and it seemed she remembered something, letting out a small sigh of relief. Chapter 7. Augustine, what's going on here? After watching Helen leave, Diego and Amanda came over. "How would I know? But you didn't even wear the brooch today. I thought you were caught in some romance debt, so I came to bail you out. Who knew you wouldn't play along?" Amanda winked mischievously. "What romance debt? Augustine has liked Helen for so many years. Let me count, about." Watching Diego dramatically count on fingers, Amanda chuckled. "All right, stop embarrassing yourself. I never had anything with Helen before, and I won't in the future." I lightly slapped Diego's back, then got serious. "Don't forget the main biz today. Right, over there's Mr. Fong, my dad's friend. Let's go introduce ourselves." Amanda pointed to a guy nearby. Diego and I straightened up and walked over. But clearly, you can't escape fate. As soon as the party ended and we dropped Amanda off, my mom called. "Augustine, your aunt called. She said Helen has nowhere to go. Can she crash at your place for a night? I know you don't want to be with her anymore, but Helen's someone I've watched grow up." My mom sighed. "We grew up together, and over the years she treated Helen like her own daughter. Though I had no feelings for Helen anymore, I couldn't just turn my back. Send me the location. I'll go pick her up." I'd already blocked Helen's contact and didn't want to add her back over this. Diego and I picked Helen up downstairs from a hotel. She was still in her evening dress, looking chilly, hugging her arms, shivering. When Diego stopped the car in front of her, she was dazed, brows furrowed. I had no choice but to open the door and, like usual, invite her in. "August, why are you driving this kind of car?" Her tone was a little resentful, with a hint of shade. Diego, who'd been smiling handing her a blanket, paused, smile fading. In the previous life, I didn't dive into business, and since Helen always acted like she'd ditch everything for love, I never noticed she cared about this stuff. Helen caught Diego's look, bit her lip like she wanted to say something but couldn't. "Why not stay at the hotel? Why come to my place?" I glanced at the nearby hotel, which looked in family arranged. "Before, our families always went out together, and you were always by my side. Now I'm in a hotel alone. I'm a little scared." Helen reached to tug my shirt hem, shaking it, voice choked. "So why are you here then?" "I came to find you." Seemed my mom told Helen where I was. "Helen, I know you have someone you like. Now that I'm gone, you can be with him. After you left, my dad started setting up blind dates for me." Helen's words shocked me. Helen was always spoiled like a princess by the family, so why suddenly blind dates? That's when I got why Helen said she wanted to marry me today. To her, I was a lifeline. "I used to like you, but that doesn't mean I'm down to marry someone who doesn't like me." The painful memories from past life were still fresh. We were like oil and water. How could I let that happen again? "No, August, I like you," Helen explained frantically. She didn't seem like lying, which confused me more. In past life, Helen was head over heels for that guy. How'd she flip so fast this time? Not only flipped, but now saying she likes me? She hated me for 6 whole years 'cause of that dude. Had she been reborn too? "I saw the album you made for me in the trash can." Seemed she guessed my thoughts. Helen cleared her throat and spoke. "It was just as I thought, and I sighed in relief. You should know why it was in the trash, right?" Helen was wrapping in the blanket when she froze at my words, tears welling. I handed her tissues and fixed the blanket. Since she'd been reborn too, better to lay it out. "Helen, since you know everything, you should get that I've never forced you into anything. Now we got a do-over, don't hate me anymore, and please don't see me as your lifeline." Helen was still sobbing, and I sat next to her. Scenes from past life flashed, Helen coldly telling me to get out of her bedroom, Helen freaking asking why I hit her lover, Helen's indifferent gaze at our engagement banquet, Helen only calling my name when she needed help, little Helen saying she wanted to marry me, Helen smiling at me under the peach tree when we met. All proof of my 18 years loving Helen, and the painful 6 years I could barely look back on. August. Street lamp light streamed through the window. Though I couldn't see her face clear, I knew she was crying. Yeah, stop crying, Helen. I was quiet a sec, then added, let's not torture each other anymore this time. The car pulled up. Diego cleared his throat soft. I'll leave now. Find her a room and have someone send her back tomorrow morning. I cut Diego off, opened the door first, and got out. Still had tasks to crush today. Meeting tomorrow, suppliers. As for Helen, if she wanted, she could sneak dates with her lover like past life. But this time, it had zero to do with me. Chapter 8. Helen didn't come looking again. Diego sometimes mentioned Helen got engaged to her lover. Apparently some drama went down in between, but I didn't care anymore. The company was killing it lately. Kept me busy but fulfilling as hell. Diego and Amanda joked around a ton, but on work, they were a dream team. Watching the occasional pink bubbles between them, I suddenly got it. Do you like Amanda? During lunch, while Amanda grabbed food, I asked Diego low. The dude choked on my question, stumbling words. Alright, I get it. If the chance comes, I'll ask her for you. The second I said that, Diego's ears went bright red. Just then, Amanda came back with food and noticed. Oh, what's up? Your ears are all red. Normally Diego would fire back sharp, but now he couldn't say shit, just head down eating. No response, Amanda got curious. Augustine, what's going on with him? Feeling horny. Cough, cough, cough. Diego nearly choked. Amanda jumped, quick handing water and patting his back. Watching them, I finally got it. These two were classic playful enemies. No need for me to matchmake. 6 months flew by, company settling into groove. Some hurdles popped, but we smashed them. At the celebration banquet, Diego confessed to Amanda. Usually carefree and mischievous Diego stood with huge flowers, voice shaking nervous. Amanda smiled, took the flowers, playfully shoved his shoulder like always. Then they hugged. This I thought was love. This was how love should be. Not the one-sided, torturous, mutual hate kinda love from my past life. With them official, their focus turned to me. Augustine, how about letting Amanda set you up with a girlfriend? Yeah, Augustine, I got a friend who's smart and beautiful. Seeing I didn't respond, Diego dragged a chair next to me. Augustine, I don't really know what went down with you and Helen, but you gotta move on. Exactly, Augustine, you can't seriously wanna live solo forever, can you? Watching them, my heart softened. Though I hadn't thought about dating before, seeing their happiness, having someone to love didn't seem bad. Alright, leave it to you too. I patted their shoulders. Everything different from past life, but every day felt way better. Until Helen showed up in front of me again. Chapter 9. Augustine, I ran into Helen at the company entrance. Diego looked awkward explaining. He'd gone down to buy Amanda her fave cakes, but in the lobby saw Helen stopped by reception. He couldn't pretend not to know her, I got it. I gestured him to go. Diego sighed relief, closed my office door, and left. I turned to Helen. She was in a white dress, stains on her shoes. Looked thinner than last time. Seeing me, she straightened a bit. August, I'm sorry. I could guess why she suddenly apologized after so long. Probably realized the misunderstanding from past life was manipulated by her lover. Maybe before I died last life, I secretly hoped she'd realize I was misunderstood and feel regret or guilt. But this life, I truly didn't give a damn. Everything I did for you in the past was my choice. It's all past now. You don't need to apologize. If you gotta, it should be to the me that's already gone, not this me now. It's all my fault. Hearing me, Helen trembled, covering face with hands. I've only now realized that I love. Just then, door opened. I want some grilled meat this afternoon. Before seeing her, I heard her voice. It was Valentina, my girlfriend, Amanda's bestie. She was kind, smart, and most importantly, she liked me and I liked her too. We'd been together half a year like normal couples, eating, chatting, and I realized how much strength a good relationship gives. Sure, I know a dope spot. I smiled at her, couldn't help it. This is Helen, daughter of my mom's good friend. Seeing Valentina's eyes on Helen, I stood, walked over, introducing. This is my girlfriend, Valentina. Hi, are you joining us for lunch? You must be tired from traveling so far. Helen blinked surprised, looking at me confused how Valentina knew she came far. I smiled knowing, glanced at the girl beside me. Her eyes had the same joyful smile as mine. Can I have a word with August alone? Anything you need to say, you can say in front of me. I didn't expect Helen to ask private, but nothing to hide from my girl. Sure, I'll wait outside. Valentina cut me with a smile and left. Door closed, Helen looked up. I love you, August. After you passed away last life, I only started realizing I loved you. In this life, I thought since you don't like me anymore, I should be with him. But the girl in front was crying hard. In past life, she was always cold to me. This life, always teary. I sighed. Don't you get it? You don't love me. You're just used to me being there, used to my love. No, I misunderstood you. Now Helen, I already have someone I like. I've felt how dope a good relationship is. You should find that too. Helen, I hope you're happy this life, like I am. Helen didn't respond, just quiet sobbing. I handed tissues. Do you need me to send someone to take you home? Helen's silent. You can rest here for now. Someone will take you home soon. Goodbye, Helen. I opened the door, Valentina sitting across Amanda's office. I walked to Amanda's door where Diego shared cake with her. Sunset glow cast a line on the floor. If I followed, I could hold her hand. Valentina gave me tenderness and grace. She was smart. As sunset hit her face, I reached and took her hand. She suddenly looked. How did the convo go with her? Chapter 10. Well, we didn't talk much. All those past events are behind us now. I said casual. But as I spoke, tons of images flashed. Those events vivid yet like smoke, gone quick. Sunset, wind blew. Back at company, security told me a handsome dude picked up Helen. I nodded. That handsome man, no surprise, was James. He was the thorn between Helen and me, the thorn that wrecked our childhood friendship. That little girl who followed me everywhere calling August, hated me 6 long years. I didn't know if on the day I died, Helen shed a tear at my bedside. Lost in thought a bit, then sat at computer, sudden urgent work task. Company growing fast, working on project. Needed proposal, client mostly liked first draft. If we landed, company next level. Focused when phone rang. Glanced, Helen. By now she'd be home. Answered, heard her voice. August, Voice choked. I sensed upset but couldn't comfort. You're there now, right? I cut her. I'm here, August. James and I are engaged. He came to pick me up to his house. She spoke slow. I wish you happiness. After that, silence. Long quiet from both. About a minute, I heard her sobbing hard. She cried bad, but we were parallel lines, never meeting again. I hung up, blocked Helen's contact again. Did it to avoid unnecessary contact. Also respect for my girlfriend Valentina. Past life, I had unnatural relationship and marriage. I knew the pain that caused. So didn't want unfair treatment for Valentina. Didn't finish proposal till 3 a.m. stretched lazy, headed home. Now building career in S-City, settled here, at peace. Bought big house for myself, kept 2 cats, 1 tigre, other floor. They like childhood sweethearts, growing together in my house. Tigre big bro, floor lil sis. They bicker playful sometimes but mostly full of joy. Most time with Helen in childhood was happy too, but when we ended together, led to her hating me 6 long years. Now relationship with Valentina flourishing, everything more harmonious. Chapter 11. I heated a glass of milk, drank it, planned to crash. Both cats ran up, rubbing my arm. Finished milk, quick wash up, fell deep asleep. But who'd think next morning, phone ring jolted me awake. But Voice urgent. Augustine, something's wrong. There's been an accident. Diego's voice snapped me awake. What happened? Our company's deal got stolen. Voice more frantic. I furrowed brows. Stolen? Taken aback. We worked our asses off for that deal. Revised proposal countless times. Last night got call from their lead saying tweaks needed. Plan send Valentina back first, dive into work. Thought after sleep, wake and sign. Deal worth a lot. 3 phases, 50 million. If closed, hit third of annual target. But now stolen. Calm down, take it easy, don't panic. I told Diego. After reassuring, he calmed. Augustine, I don't know details yet, but looks like a company called Dawn stole our deal. Got it? I replied. You check this company's background. I'll be at office soon. Talk more there. Unease hit, but kept tone steady. We put months of grind. Now stolen just like that. Nobody happy. All right. Diego said. Hung up, I jumped out of bed, freshened, headed straight to office. On the way muttered, Dawn? Could this be tied to Helen? At office, rushed in. Diego and Amanda already there, plus core management team. Yo Augustine, you're here. Diego greeted me all chill-like. Mr. Koo. The others chimed in with, Mr. Koo too. Amanda just nodded my way, but dude, I could totally spot that worry in her eyes. This whole vibe was straight up serious. The rest of the crew in the office were sneaking glances over here, but I wasn't about to let this drama mess with the workflow, you know? Let's bounce to the meeting room. We rolled into the meeting room and soon as I stepped in, all eyes locked on me. The tension was thick, man, you could cut it with a knife. Everybody's mood was kinda heavy. Chapter 12 Diego, being his straight shooter self, jumped up right away and blurted, Augustine, the company Dawn, is totally behind this crap, and the dude pulling the strings is James, the one who's engaged to Helen. As he was talking, Diego got all hesitant, like there was more on his mind but he couldn't spit it out. I knew exactly what he was hinting at, bro. He was trying to say that this Dawn outfit gotta have some tie to Helen. But out of respect for me, he zipped it. Seeing Diego holding back like that, I jumped in. Nah, go ahead, keep spitting. Diego paused for a sec then went, Augustine, you think this could be tied to Helen? She's been popping up at our company a ton lately. I thought about it quick and shot back. It shouldn't be connected. We ain't had much contact with her. This order was only known by our squad inside. I never chatted about it with anybody outside the company, not even Helen. I laid out the basic sitch, and as I was talking, I clocked everybody's faces shifting. Augustine, but that James is straight up despicable. First he snatched Helen from you. Diego started, but then his eyes met mine and he swallowed the rest. He turned to me and went, Sorry, Augustine. I just think this guy's moves are straight disgusting. I nodded, feeling him. It wasn't just Diego, I wasn't a fan of James either. Diego's words were harsh, but they weren't off, though. In the past life, he used shady tactics to steal Helen's heart from me. Now in this life, he was trying to steal my biz too. I even wondered if that car crash I had in the past life was cooked up by him. Amanda suddenly threw Diego a sharp glare. If you can't talk proper, just shut it. Right now we gotta focus on handling this mess. In the past year, Amanda had been through mad stuff at work and turned into this sharp, badass pro. Diego, kinda checked by Amanda's roast, didn't say another peep. The rest of the core squad kept their heads down, silent, no comments. The issue wasn't internal anymore. Our chats with the other company had been cool so far. After a beat of silence, I spoke up, Diego, Amanda, y'all hang back. Everybody else, head back to work. The rest nodded and dipped out of the room. My eyes shifted to Amanda and Diego. The three of us had grinded hard for this company. Its wins today were mostly 'cause of our hustle. Now Diego and Amanda were a couple, and everything was looking dope. But then this Dawn bullshit popped out of nowhere. I looked at Amanda. Amanda, you and Diego dig into the order sitch. Check for any leaks inside our crew. Also scope out Dawn. I'll go link with Mr. Wong from their side. Got it, Augustine, Amanda replied. Diego threw in, don't sweat it, Augustine. We got the home front locked. Chapter 13. Seeing both Amanda and Diego stepping up, I figured no point wasting time, so I bounced. I pulled out my phone and tried hitting up Mr. Wang. Call went through, but nobody picked up. It rang, but dude never hit answer. Two possibilities: either he was straight ignoring me or he was in a meeting without his phone. Given the vibe, I was betting on the first. He was ghosting me on purpose. Looked like salvaging this was slim, but damn, I had to try. After thinking it over, I decided to roll up to Mr. Wang's company. When I got there, front desk stopped me cold. Receptionist asked who I was looking for. I told her straight. Then she hit me with, "You got an appointment?" I admitted nah, but I needed to holler at Mr. Wang urgent. She kept that professional smile and went, "Sorry sir, no appointment, no see Mr. Wang. Schedule one and come back." Hearing that, I felt a cold chill, man. All the grind we put in for 2 months on this project was probably about to go down the drain. This was the whole team's blood, sweat, tears. Even if there was a tiny shot, I couldn't bail easy. I didn't go in, just posted up outside from morning till I finally spotted Mr. Wang coming down, suited up sharp. Dude was around 40, no big beer belly, actually kept fit pretty good. Soon as I saw him, I rushed over. "Mr. Wang, can we talk?" Mr. Wang's eyes landed on me, and the two dudes with him quick blocked me. I tried pushing through, but they held firm. "Let him through," Mr. Wang said. At that, the two didn't dare block anymore and stepped aside. I got close. "Mr. Wang, did you peep the proposal I sent last night? Anything you ain't vibing with?" "Your proposal's solid overall, but we ain't giving y'all this order." "Sorry, Mr. Koo," Mr. Wang replied, tone with a lil apology vibe. "What's the reason y'all passing?" "I ain't getting into details, but it ain't 'cause your proposal sucks," Mr. Wang said, eyes on me. "Sorry, Mr. Koo, got a lunch thing, gotta bounce." With that, Mr. Wang dipped quick. I watched him walk off, dazed for a few secs. Snapping back, I knew hanging around wasn't helping. After leaving Mr. Wang's spot, I headed back to our office. Once there, I called Amanda and Diego for a quick meet. Meeting was straight to the point. I broke down the sitch, told him sadly we probably ain't getting the order. Second, I reassured him our proposal was still fire, we could hunt another company in the game to partner, so our grind wouldn't be wasted. Diego nodded, "Aight, Augustine. Amanda ain't object, I'll handle the arrangements." After Amanda bounced, Diego turned to me and went, "Augustine, I know why we lost this order." Chapter 14. Diego had this dead serious look when he dropped that, instantly got me curious. I looked at him. Why? I just had somebody peep James. This dude ain't for money. Only reason he could start this company is 'cause Helen's fam invested. I'm betting he snagged this order through in family connects. Diego paused, clearly hesitant. He looked at me like he wasn't sure how to keep going. I couldn't help it. "Diego, since when you so slow? Just spill it." Diego replied, "This still ties to Helen. You think she might be out for revenge, love-hate thing, trying to hit you on purpose?" I glanced at Diego. My thing with Helen wasn't as simple as it looked. We both got reborn. I knew her past, she knew mine. Past life we were married. This life, we ain't lovers, definitely not married. We back to just knowing each other, but now I ain't planning to get close to Helen. Didn't want to repeat old mistakes. But Helen this life seemed like she wanted to get closer to me. I didn't get it. Wasn't she supposed to hate me? She shoulda hated me past life, yet now why she suddenly approaching? I was confused, no clue her angle. Probably ain't her. Might be James's play, I said. I remembered Helen never cared for biz stuff, she liked doing what she loved. Diego's anger flared when I mentioned James. "If that son of a bitch behind this, I'll handle him right now." Diego started heading for the door, but I quick stopped him. Confronting him now ain't useful. Priority is keep hunting partners. Diego nodded, knew I was right, but still muttered, "Our company now beefing with James. This grudge official." I agreed. It was a grudge, one brewing since past life too. James was a slimy, underhanded dude. I sat at my desk, trying to gather info, scoping potential partners, see if we could link with another company. At some point, office phone rang. I glanced caller ID, unfamiliar number. Usually I ghost those, figuring spam or sales. But surprise, caller kept ringing 3 or 4 times straight. Seeing that, I finally picked up. Didn't speak first, let it ring a few secs. After like 3 to 5, a low voice came through. Is this Augustine? Yeah, it's me, I responded cold. This is James. Nice finally talking, he said, tone dripping provocation. I was stunned a sec. After short pause, I chilled and asked, what you want? Chapter 15, oh nothing big. Just letting you know I'm engaged to Helen now, she my fiancée. Hope you keep distance from her, James said, voice with a challenge vibe. I frowned a bit, feeling this unpleasant sting in my chest. Discomfort wasn't him telling me stay away from Helen, it was his tone, bossy, almost threatening. You don't gotta tell me your relationship. I ain't interested in her stuff. Don't remind me again, I replied icy. That's better. If you don't listen, you'll see consequences. This time warning. Next time ain't so simple, he said, voice getting dark. You think it's cool using dirty tricks to steal this order? I fired back. Whatever, long as I win, that's it. Said what I needed. Do you? He shot, then hung up. I stood there few secs, thinking. More I thought, more I suspected that past life car crash was his doing. Course no proof, just growing gut feel. After pondering, I decided make calls, dig deeper on James. Diego already checked him, but shallow. Needed somebody go hard, see anything weird. I set it up. They assured no prob, long as money good, we get anything. I nodded, told him hit me quick as possible. They said results in a week. After hanging, weight hit my chest. If James as shady as I thought, Helen around him could be in danger. Maybe warn her, but then again, not sure needed. Afternoon, Valentina called, invited me dinner. Said she waiting downstairs office. I agreed, said be right down. When I met Valentina, she rocking floral dress, long hair flowing, face beaming smile. Skin fair and smooth, features like gentle Jiangnan girl vibe, warm, approachable. I'm over here, Augustine, she waved. I jogged over. She smiled, asked, what you want to eat today? My treat. If you paying, I'll eat anything, I joked. We hit the restaurant, Valentina's smile never dropped. Seeing her so happy, I couldn't help ask, Valentina, something good happened today? Just seeing you makes me happy, she replied, surprising me. Her words warmed me up too. After she ordered, passed menu to me, asked if I want anything specific. I glanced, noticed she picked stuff I like. Took menu, ordered few things she likes too. Seeing you makes me happy too, I said smiling. Good huh? She laughed, then added, Amanda told me you got some trouble. Need my help? I'm always down. She playfully waved her lil fists. I waved off, not time for you to jump in yet. Just then phone on table rang again. Glanced ID, another unknown. Thought probably James again. About to ignore, Valentina sudden said, answer it. I looked, she leaning on hand, watching curious. After quick hesitate, I picked up, put on speaker. Chapter 16 surprise, soon as answered, Helen's voice came through, August, it's me. You blocked my contact, so I called from different number. I frowned a lil, what's up? Right then Valentina gestured. She put 2 fingers on hand, pretended walking legs, meaning she gonna dip give space. I quick shook head, nah, you don't gotta leave Valentina. Just as I said that, Helen's voice again, is she with you? Yeah, having dinner with Valentina, I replied casual. No reason hide my thing with Valentina. Wasn't trying to deal with unhealthy vibes anymore. Valentina heard, stood graceful, waved at phone. Hi Helen. Brief silence other end, after minute or two, Helen spoke again. August, calling just to say whatever happening with your company ain't me. All James doing. I know, I said flat. If nothing else, I'll get back to dinner with Valentina. August. Just call me by name, I sighed, cutting her. Another silence, then she said, ain't got else. Hanging up. Call ended. Valentina looked, said, Augustine, you were ice cold just now. I stared, cold to other women, warm to you. Valentina sudden complained I cheesy, even blushed. After eating, Valentina said, "Need money, let me know. Got 10 mil in account, not enough, I'll hit dad for more." Knew her fam ain't hurting. Amanda from rich fam, so bestie probably similar. Though didn't need her cash now, hearing that felt mad good. "No need money right now," I said. "But couple days, can I visit your parents?" "Ah, you wanna meet my parents?" Valentina blushed lil. "That's sudden. I ain't ready." "You don't want me meet 'em?" No, just, "Ayu going now." Face flushed more, quick dialed mom. Phone rang, picked up, Valentina jumped. "Mom, got something super important." Mom's voice, "What is it, Valentina?" "Your future son-in-law wanna visit you and dad," Valentina said, playful glance my way. I sudden got nervous. "Really? When?" Valentina's mom sounded hyped. Seeing reaction, knew I gotta step up. "Hello Mrs. Valentina, I'm Augustine." "Augustine, you there?" Mom seemed surprised. Chapter 17 I replied polite. "Yes Mrs. Valentina, we having dinner out now. Wondering if you and uncle got time soon for visit." "Anytime, even tomorrow," Valentina's mom replied. "Amanda and Valentina both hyped you up, curious what my son-in-law looked like." She sounded legit happy. Seeing mom so chill, my nerves eased. "Alright, I'll swing by next couple days," I said. "Good, me and Valentina's dad prep. Let me know when." "Sure." Valentina's mom quick told her, "Valentina, remember don't bully future husband, okay?" "Don't worry mom, how could I bully him?" Valentina giggled playful. They chatted few more, then hung. Valentina looked, "See how my mom is? Ain't even met you, already warm and sweet. Ain't that good?" I smiled. After meal, Valentina and I walked around. She clocked I was down, quick took me to nearby arcade. Place I used to hit as kid, did lighten mood. Around 9:30 p.m., dropped her home. About 3 days later, found potential partner. They down to work, company way stronger than Wang's. Even offered 30% premium on original order, meaning 50 mil plan could easy hit over 60 mil. Shared good news with everybody, they were hyped AF. I personally handled revising plan, tweaked several times over week. Finally, after few rounds, locked proposal, signed contract with new partner. Deal sealed. Everybody ecstatic, I rewarded team 2 days off plus bonuses. Dago came, said, "Augustine, sometimes unlucky stuff brings surprise wins." I nodded, agreed. After 2 days off, jumped back in work. Next day, got call from investigator I hired. Said doc sent. Agreed, paid final fee. Opened file, details on James. Reading, discovered James dude who climbed using women. Spent cash of several, one even jumped river died. Real name ain't James, it's Angelo Lee. Felt my face change reading report. This more wild than expected. Dude scammed least 10 women, now with Helen, couldn't help wonder if same plans for her. First wanted warn Helen ASAP. But thinking, realized both Reborn, she probably cautious, avoid same trap. After all, she went through her own pain past life. Chapter 18 maybe all this tied to James. Month later, nailed first phase project. Client super satisfied our speed and quality. Even said after this, consider giving us all future gigs. Dope news. About week later, got call from Wang, the boss who ghosted us first. Hesitated seeing name but answered. "Wang, what's good? Why calling today?" It's rough. Project I gave them, they couldn't handle. Stuck, can't figure, Wang said, sounding embarrassed AF. I replied sarcastic, "Wang, you so capable, how you flop?" "Well here's deal. I'll give you project, but you whip up proposal for me. I won't mess, even give 10% premium price," he said serious. Thought SEC agreed. Free money hard pass. Called emergency meet Amanda and Diego. Hearing news, Diego furious, now he wanna backtrack? Shouldn't work with them. Amanda rolled eyes, money to make, why not? I agreed with Amanda. Exactly. Everybody grinded, let's finish this for Wang, get paid. Team agreed, dipped. Same day, James called again. Started yelling, "Goo, what's your problem stealing project from me?" "No biggie. All about who better," I replied calm. "Fine, just wait. You'll pay," James threatened. Wasn't happy hearing that. "Angelo Lee." Long pause other end. James confused. "Who's Angelo Lee? Who you talking?" "I'm James." "Oh James, mind your biz," I said, hung up. Little did I know that call almost caused disaster. One evening driving home after work, out of nowhere cars swerved my lane, almost smashed me. Luckily dodged in time. But that close call made me realize, James dangerous AF. After thinking careful, decided send Helen the info on James. What she do with it, her call. Trusted she'd be smart, ain't fool, probably hated James much as me. Once sent, sighed relief. Everything company going smooth, growing quick. Also met Valentina's parents, super warm welcoming. Especially her mom, mad kind to me. Whenever free, invite over, after few visits started asking when Valentina and I engage. I replied, anytime. Soon after, told my parents about Valentina. They thrilled, though mom still lil regret I ain't with Helen. Helen always the daughter-in-law mom dreamed. But when mom met Valentina person, warmed instant. She too started pushing engage soon as possible. With both parents on board, Valentina and me deep in love, everything clicking perfect. Picked good date, bout week later, Valentina and I got engaged. Engagement day full hype. Amanda and Diego matchmakers, course there. After ceremony, dead tired, but next morning woke to news headline bout James. Arrested for fraud and assault. Scammed over 10 women, story blew up viral, whole country disgusted. Same time, got call from Helen. August, thank you for helping, she said soft. Didn't do for you, did for myself, I replied. Found James repulsive. Though no direct proof linking past life crash, circumstantial said he typed stop at nothing. Especially after that road scare. Helen quiet moment. Then, no matter, still thank you. Knew James ain't good person? I nodded, no words. We silent while, then she again, August, congrats engagement. Thanks for wishes, I replied. Bout to study abroad. Plan learn new, if good, might not return, voice trembled. Chapter 19 But no matter, my thing with Helen now just passed. Between us, like total strangers. Wish you best, hope you find happiness, I said, hung up. About month later, Amanda and Diego wedding. Valentina and I their best man, maid of honor. In this love story, they really gave best, loved each other. Couldn't help envy. But course grateful Valentina by side. Held her hand, eyes locked, thought, this it. Gonna be happy with her, keep this happiness long as possible. Chapter 20, Helen's side story after Augustine called, I started packing office and adjacent break room. When not home, spent most time at company. But didn't want him know that. After all, he always so outstanding, so much happened between us. My pride kept reminding, never lower head, never admit defeat. Though confused why he sudden proposed divorce, part me felt lil relieved. Maybe after years, we just couple full resentment. Never chance live peaceful. Now separating may be best. But when actually parting, all anger resentment vanished, left indescribable melancholy. Picked up photo of us two on desk, bout stuff drawer, when phone rang. Hello, is this Augustine's family? Please come Central Hospital. Time froze that moment. When snapped back, already heading hospital. Honestly can't recall feelings then. Only remember not single tear fell. Wasn't till back home, place we shared, drawn to his study. Photo album bottom shelf caught eye immediate. Remembered last saw album after huge fight. Now seeing, felt like he truly gone. Took deep breath, opened album, first page photo us first met. We just kids. Sunlight that day bright AF. Augustine eyes slight lowered, lashes shadow on face. Such beautiful time. Yes, Augustine and I never supposed end this way. Grew up together, he my best friend. So skilled hands, picnics, make beautiful flower crown, put on head, call me Lil Princess. Excellent academics, specially math. Countless afternoons, Patient explain problems yard, never impatient even when slow. Wonderful cook too, kung pao chicken, sweet sour ribs, all dishes I loved, made delicious. Flick finger forehead, never hurt. Take amusement parks, cover eyes haunted house. Take away when argued parents. Knew his burdens responsibilities. Understood my pride sensitivity. We after all once understood each other best. Then got same uni as him. Day picked apartment for me, still excited upcoming college together. But then met another guy. Named James. Said liked me, took seaside motorcycle. Speed thrilling, heart raced. Asked if liked him too, heart pounding. Confused. Before, always thought liked Augustine. So told James that. You just depending on him, ain't you? After time, probably see family. Family not love. Maybe James right. Perhaps confused dependence love. That evening, James and I sat see, waves crash rocks feet. Kissed backhand, didn't pull away. Later introduced James' parents. Then Augustine and I drunk, he stayed my place. Video apartment elevators soon spread, uni couldn't understand why he do that. Maybe wants be with you, James suggested. Disbelief. Known Augustine long, knew ain't that person. But that day Augustine came home me, only James, Augustine I knew apartment. If marry Augustine, we weather crisis, Dad told phone. Vague sense truth everything. First internet, people around pressured opinions. Then family biz survival. One night, Augustine seemed turned different person. Didn't understand why, but as family member, knew do expected. Even forced marriage. So went find Augustine. After all he Augustine. Grew together, knew never treat bad. Never had. Let's get engaged, told him, clear happy. For some reason, felt contentment too. Maybe cause finally no gossip voices. Next saw James' engagement party. They decided approach Augustine, already broke James. Upset, but said understood, agreed breakup. Saw face unshaven stubble, knew probably hurt more let on. And me, how at ease marrying else this sitch. But Augustine surprised saying cancel engagement. Furious or embarrassed. Pushed me this point, now acting good guy. Thought James corner drinking sorrows. Slam door. Actually after marrying Augustine, doing fine. Still same, never sweet words, but did everything husband should. As if man hurt deep never him. But sometimes even I forgot incidents subconscious, relationship more harmonious. Until one day encountered James' social event. Anxiously pulled aside, showed video again. Just like that, everything back square one. That time considered possibility since married, Augustine no need bring video. But looking James' blood corner mouth, couldn't say word. Always felt guilty toward him. Mind, Augustine never type underhanded, but did. No longer believed anything said, stopped going home. Withdrew self like snail shell. Until one day Augustine died car accident. Police said swerved avoid kids. Such kind man knew that. But also hurt deep, hurt another loved me. Snapped out, album still open table. Picture younger selves still there, smiling happy. Tear dropped, blurring pencil words, I like you. Hurried wiped smudge, touched face, realized crying. But after that had accident, given second chance life. Accident thought twist fate actually all James plot. Turned out never truly liked me, only wanted family background. Regretted all so much, regretted hurting one loved most, Augustine. 6 years hated Augustine cause James. So when second chance, first thought find Augustine. Find my August wanted start over. But too late. Already found someone else, someone liked, someone wonderful, beautiful, gentle. And Augustine started distancing me. Knew hurt him too much, didn't blame, but then James came back life. Hated him, wanted revenge. Prepared series plans. Wanted him fall deepest abyss. During time, plans almost exposed, several times thought fail, never get revenge. But end, Augustine stepped, giving info needed. Finally got revenge. Afterward planned leave country, start new. Nothing left here. Got opportunity study abroad, knew once left, never cross paths Augustine again. But deep inside, always wish him lifetime happiness.